Alright guys, in this video we'll see how we can create our own sortable table using Angular material, where we can fetch values from it and to customize its sorting arrows. So the first thing that we have here is one JSON file with the following structure. We have DP, then cluster1, and then 3 keys of each of the objects contained inside of cluster1. We are loading up this structure inside of our service, table data service, and we have an interface consisting exactly of the same parameters here. Okay, then we are consuming this service inside of our component. So for the consumption of the data, we need to form data source for the table. So we are subscribing to the get table data, this method here that we discussed. We are doing this with the two-signal automatic subscription provided by Angular. So when the data is ready, we need to transform it so it's in a different format. That's why we use the map operator. And the format is exactly one form group consisting of DB, then another nested form group, and cluster1, which is a form group array. So this cluster1 array is formed using additional function called optional parameters array that is grabbing everything that we have from our response and is mapping it to its own form group. So in this way, we can fill the contents of our my form, which is of type form group. And the next thing we would like to do is to fill the data source property of our component, so of this form here. So we're reusing the same cluster1 array helper constant. Okay, and the next thing is that we are setting up the sorting data accessor. Basically, we are redefining the default sorting data accessor, returning the header ID to lowercase for each of the columns that we would like to sort. Okay, and then we're setting which columns we would like to display. Also for the sorting here, we're using viewChild in order to access the MatSort directive in order to disable the third option inside of Angular MatTable, because we would like just to have descending and ascending sort, and then we are redefining the sort of our data source that we just set up with the updated disable clear option. The next two methods, onSort change and getSort icon class, are used in order to set up individual sort for our columns. So for this, we have created one temporary object, column sorting states, that will hold our current state of the column that we are interested in. This means that in this temporary sorting states object, we will have information about the event, which is of type sort. So if we take a look at this event, we see that we can see which one is now active column, so which one is clicked upon, and which direction it is, like ascending or descending. This is the information about the sort and direction. When we have this information in the method getSort icon class, we're using this information from this temporary object in order to set up a special class, whether it will be ascending or descending. Why we need this? Because in our CSS file, we have set up different arrows. So ascending if the class is ascending, and descending if it is descending. And that's pretty much the logic of the component. In the HTML part, since our MatTable data source is signal, we are using those braces in order to read the value from the signal. And then for each column, we are invoking the onSort change method, passing the event to it. And here is also the class binding that we use. So whenever this function returns getSort icon class, and when we pass the ID, because this is the column definition, we will have either ascending or descending based on this return statement. And one more thing, of course, inside of our global styles, we have hidden the default MatSort header arrow because we are using new icons. So let's see everything in action. So here is our table. We can sort by name, by ID, and by description. And if we, let's say, change something inside of here, we can click on send to see the values of the form. And as we can see from our reactive forms, we can see the form value and the DB cluster 1. Here we see hello 1, hello 2. So this row and the updated description. So the whole table is fully reactive. Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel.